Farming is one of the best ways to make money in Hypixel Skyblock, and I've recently been in need of money on my ironman profile. So I looked at all of my options for money making and I decided to farm. Now at this point I already had some melon armor, so the first upgrade will be crappie armor. It's not too expensive, so let's start farming the wheat, potatoes, and carrots for the 3/4 crappie since we already have the rancher's boots. I've been farming wheat for a little while now, so I have quite a bit stored up, and I believe that this is more than enough to craft the next tier of the wheat hoe. And there we go. Now let's go farm wheat until we have enough for all the armor. I finished getting all the wheat and seeds that we need, and we have a couple extra hay bales, so we can make the small, medium, and we can't quite make the large. I just finished getting all the potatoes that we need, and while I was doing that, I also cleared out and pasted a carrot plot. And I've already gotten a bunch of enchanted golden carrots from killing pests, so now let's just farm a couple carrots, and I believe we have everything for the crappie armor. And there's farming 30. I've been farming for a little while longer now. Our rabbit's all the way up to level 74, and we have everything that we need for the crappie armor. So let's take our 3/4 melon armor, we'll make the crappie helmet, there's carpentry 23, there's the chest plate, and finally the leggings. And we also have quite a few really good visitors lined up right now. Both of these people want enchanted golden carrots, but this one's gonna give us a lot more copper, so let's do this one right now. But I also have 13 unclaimed rewards right now from Jacob, so let's claim all of these contests. Now we have an extra 2.5 stacks of Jacob's tickets, and we have a gold medal, 7 silver, and 7 bronze. So now let's convert all of our medals up, and now we have 3 gold medals. So since the squash armor is going to be taking tons of pumpkins, melons, and cookies, I think we should spend all 3 of these medals on a pumpkin dicer, a melon dicer, and a cocoa chopper. So let's enchant all of them with efficiency 5, and let's also grab all of the turbo books for them. We'll combine all of them, and we ended up with turbo melon 3, turbo pumpkin 3, and only turbo cocoa 1. So let's apply them to the axes. Now finally let's put a couple levels of sunder on each axe. And I almost forgot, we can also get the lotus necklace now. Now we have 3/4 of the equipment set. Now let's go see if we can farm everything up for the squash armor. After farming pumpkins, cocoa beans, and melons for quite a while, we finally have just about everything we need. We're not quite there on the melons, but we also need quite a few more squashes. But the reason I stopped before we have everything is that I realized we're not going to get the farming level requirement. We need farming level 35, but we're only farming level 32. So you still need about 2.5 levels until we can even use it. So we're going to have to do quite a bit of other farming. And as you can see, I've been doing quite a few visitors since I have 1,000 copper. So we can finally go ahead and buy the final piece of lotus equipment. And now that I have all that, let's take these 2 flowering bouquets I just got out of my ender chest, and we can put this on 2 of our lotus pieces. We can also buy 3 Skymart brochures, and we can put them on our armor. Now let's move back to spending the metals. So for now, I'm gonna buy 2 mathematical hoe blueprints. So let's make one into a sugarcane hoe, and we'll make the other one into a netherwort hoe. And now with our last gold medal, let's buy a fungi cutter. Now let's keep farming pumpkins, cocoa bean, melons, set up these farms, and we'll also keep doing some visitors. I've been farming for a little while longer now. Our rabbit's now level 87, and as you can see, I currently have 64 compost in my inventory, and I actually cleared out a bedrock plot right here. So let's buy the one right in front of it, and I've actually been building a mushroom farm in this bedrock plot. So now let's quickly clean up this plot. And there we go, now we have 2 plots of this. Now I just gotta fix the edges so that all of them link up. And now to everyone saying I could have just built 2 layers on the same plot, yes, I know I could have done that, but that would take a while and I'm lazy. So now let's put the mushrooms in. Just finished planting it, and if you're wondering why we built such a big mushroom farm, one of the reasons is that we're going to need a ton of mushrooms to craft the fermento armor, but the main reason is for farming XP. As you can see, pumpkins give 5.9 farming XP, but each mushroom gives 7.6. As long as we're breaking 20 blocks per second, which is the max you can break, we'll be getting by far the most farming XP from farming mushrooms. And another thing that I want to try and be better with is doing visitors. These will also give us tons of farming XP, but we'll also need tons of copper. And one of the reasons that I want tons of copper right now is for crop upgrades. Currently, we really don't have very many, and we might as well actually buy a couple for mushroom right now. Let's just get to tier 3, maybe 4 for now. And since we have a bunch of copper left, right now we can actually buy a final Skymart brochure, and we'll put it on our helmet, so that now all of our armor has the bustling reforge. So now once these mushrooms finish growing, we'll farm a bunch of mushrooms and a bunch of cocoa beans for extra compost until we're farming 35, and then we can craft the squash armor. And there we go, we finally have farming 35. Our rabbit's all the way up to level 93 now, and now we can craft all the squash armor. So let's get out everything we need. So let's make the helmet, the chest plate, and finally the leggings. And we also just recently got garden level 11. And as you can see, we've been doing quite a few visitors since we have 1,400 copper now. There's not too many other things for me to get in here now. So let's go over to crop upgrades. And now we're going to be farming these 4 crops: sugarcane, netherwort, mushroom, and cactus. So let's upgrade all of these to tier 4. And there we go. And another thing I want to mention real quick is we got really lucky with visitors. So we managed to drop this, overgrown grass. It's apparently worth 44 million coins, and I believe it's the best reforge for armor in the game. So let's put that on our chest plate for some extra farming fortune. And now with our extra 3 gold medals, let's firstly get out our Antina's ring and upgrade it to the artifact. So now we'll get an extra 25 farming fortune during a Jacob's contest. And now with our 1 extra gold medal, let's buy 4 extra farming fortune. And there's Skyblock level 100. And we already have the mushroom farm, which I think this is good for now. So let's replace the pumpkin, wheat, and melon farm with cactus, sugarcane, and netherwort. So I'll see you guys once I've done that. And there we go. Now we have the cactus, sugarcane, and netherwort farms. So now I guess we just have to farm all this stuff. But firstly, I just realized that we actually have everything we need to upgrade that netherwort hoe. Now we have the tier 2 netherwort hoe. So let's get straight into it. And there we go, finally farming 40. Now that we're farming 40, we can finally upgrade our armor. We'll grab out all of the materials we need. And now finally, let's craft the helmet, the chest plate, and the leggings. Now that we have the fermento armor unlocked, we don't really need to be using the rabbit anymore. So I've actually been slowly upgrading this elephant all the way from common. But since that's not done, we can keep using the rabbit for now. And now you might be thinking to yourselves that I'm pretty much done farming for now since I got the max armor in the game. But no, I'm not even close. There's tons of things we still need to do, but I'm not going to be able to do all of them in this video. I was going to turn this entire row into a massive super farm, but then I realized to have a massive super farm with all the crops, you have to have 2 entire rows. So for now, since I just want tons of money, we're going to build a massive pumpkin farm, since I believe it's one of the best if you're selling to NPC on Ironman. So let's get straight into building the pumpkin farm. And now finally we have a full, incredibly efficient pumpkin farm. So now, let's go farm some pumpkins. And now finally, after a lot of pumpkin farming, we have the 3.0, the elephant upgrading to legendary, and I got a booster cookie, which means we can go to cat flowers. We'll buy 1 bouquet, and then 2 cat flowers. And now if we just give these to cat, now we have the legendary elephant pet. Now I'm just gonna quickly go upgrade this to a bit of a higher level. And now, after just a little bit of pumpkin farming, we've managed to get the elephant to level 70. It's not quite level 100, but it takes a lot longer to level up the elephant than I remembered, okay? So now let's just do a money test to see how much money we can make in 1 hour of farming pumpkins. It's now been an hour, and we made quite a few pumpkins in that time. So let's sell them all to NPC, and we got almost 6.7 million coins. That's pretty good, especially for Iron Man. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.